Hey guys, welcome to part 3 VS Code setup, setting up ftp-simple. Go ahead and refer to video part 2 if you didn't quite get there. So what we're going to do is going to our index file that we created in one of my other videos. It's just pretty simple, basic HTML file. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this to my server. And the command for saving in VS Code something to a FTP server or just to a server in general is Control-Shift and S or Command-Shift-S. What it'll do is it'll ask you to select which server you want to go to. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose my VS Code ftp-simple server, and then it will actually give you a drop-down of where exactly you want to do it. If you want to create a new directory in your server file, or if you want to do it in the current directory, and it gives you the basic files that are already in that directory. I'm going to go ahead and save it just to my generic VS Code tutorials server, just to the root, and it'll ask you to validate and verify the name. I'll go ahead and hit OK because I want to keep that as index.html. And another thing I'd like to show you is, and we'll go into terminal a little bit more, but if you click on terminal up top here and go to new terminal, it'll give you a terminal down below that gives you kind of any problems in your workspace, an output debug console terminal. We're going to go ahead and just go to output here. And on the right hand side where you see tasks, you're going to choose ftp-simple. This will give you any output that the ftp-simple server, if it had any issues uploading or if it uploaded successfully. As we can see here, it was able to open it successfully, it went to my directory, and it was able to upload my index.html page. What we're going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and show you if you do a new folder. Say I do a new folder in my workspace here, and I'm going to say let's call it CSS, because we're going to be making CSS files. And inside of that folder, I'm going to create a new file called style.css. Now there's nothing in my style.css here, but for starters, what we're going to do is just go ahead and save that up to our server. Now I could do Control-Shift or Command-Shift-S on my style page right here, or I can also right-click the folder itself and choose ftp-simple save down here at the bottom. This is going to upload the entire folder itself. And so the first prompt you're going to get is, do you want to include this whole directory? I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. It's going to ask me again what server I want to go to. I choose my ftp-simple server. And then again, I'm going to choose the current directory. And as you can see down here below, you can kind of see the output changes that are going on as I do this. And it's going to ask me for the directory name. I like CSS. And down here and below, you can see how it uploaded the folder itself, as well as the style.css file that I just created inside there. Now real quick, let's go ahead and go over to my server where I have the VS Code tutorials item. I'm going to go into here and I will be able to verify that yes indeed my index.html page as well as my CSS folder with my style.css file got uploaded to my server properly. Thanks again for watching. This is ftp-simple setup and how to use. In future videos, I'll go ahead and go into a little more in depth on what ftp-simple can do for you in deleting and renaming things from the server. But for now, this is the end of part 3. Thanks for watching, guys.